have the convector on, which is the heat on. I'm going to shut it off so you can hear the difference. All right, and that was me brushing up against something. So their technology doesn't sound anything like regular sounds, and it's so good. Someone left a comment and could immediately tell the difference between their sound system, and I'm going to title this, Their Sound System, and what would sound like. They said they thought it would sound like little kids playing. So I'm filming now. It's nighttime. Let me see what time it is. It's 2:19 in the morning. So what they said was they based this system, not just the sound system, but the psychological operation on notes that they took on me. Isn't that suspicious? Isn't that suspicious? So they said one of the notes they took on me was something that happened when we were in elementary school. And we were at my schoolmate's, not Felicia's, another schoolmate's party. I went from being someone who had no friends, never was invited to something in their psychological operation, to going to like a lot of parties. This is my point. If we did this for 49 years of my life, almost 50, I'll be 50 in December, this would take forever. This would take forever. We're going from me being somebody who didn't go anywhere. I never went anywhere. So now they bring up the party. I've been to a lot of different parties and events. That was part of what they said they were going to do to discredit me. Like, what do I know about any parties? Then they found out that I used to have little parties and I had a sweet 16. You know, it's like, it takes forever. They're dragging this out. So they said this was supposed to be their way of getting in trouble and confessing to me their crimes. These aren't actual crimes. This is them trying to, again, take a crime and make it into less of a crime. This is a crime. Surveilling me 24/7, getting it wrong. They admit that they got other surveillance wrong. Not surprising. And they said that I always think they're incompetent. I don't always think they're incompetent, but based on their most recent incompetence, I think they're incompetent. You know, that's the problem with them. They use the words always and never, like in a way that we don't use it. But if you are incompetent on like a big scale, then that means you're incompetent. I mean, little incompetence, okay, but big scale incompetence is incompetence. What was the other thing? Oh, they wanted to talk about my modeling. So they have a way of, they said in their group, they suggest things and they don't want to take no for an answer. But when you prove that it's not actually going to happen, then they get upset. So they said, well, I was always compared to a certain model. I won't say the model's name. And then they said they used to suggest that I model because this whole modeling thing became an issue in college. And I told you about the catalog I'm in. Not as a model, as a student. So they said that at one point, this would have been probably in 1995, maybe, after I was told about that I should model by the acting teacher, that I went to 2 modeling agencies, or they had a specific number, but I don't remember what number. And they said that I probably would have been a model, but I was short. Listen, I don't remember exactly what happened at the agencies. And I had to stay there and wait. I wish, they're like, oh, they didn't send you away right away. They didn't send. See how their way of speaking is confusing. They said they didn't send me away right away. They said they didn't send you away right. They didn't send you away right away. No, they didn't send me away right away, but I would like them to tell what happened if you guys are so, aware of what happened. So the whole point is I'm not a model. So they said, well, doesn't that seem like I pursued modeling? No, it seems like my teacher recommended something and I followed through on it. And this is part of what I'm saying. Like they said, I don't follow through on anything. I followed through on a lot of things. And I'm confused by why at 49 they would say something that happened, I would have been 21. Is relevant. I wasn't interested in being a model. Most people don't break into modeling, like they would say, at 21 years old. But it goes to show that I wasn't interested in being a model. I followed through on something a teacher said, And that was it. I didn't pursue it. That's my point. They think pursue, like they pursue things too much. It's stalking. Pursuing something doesn't mean you follow through on something. It means you actively keep pursuing it. Just like I didn't pursue acting. It was something that I was interested in. I think it helped me be able to speak in public and speak to people. I think, I'm not going to recommend anything, but I would say that for me, it really helped me. It helped me with my ability to speak. It helped me with my ability to get comfortable in front of strangers and talking to people. I think it helped me a lot. And I took another course. I took one in 1995, and then I took one years later, and I think it helped me. So, again, when they talk about the way I speak, that would make a lot of sense for why they think I speak clearly, because that's what you have to do in acting class. You have to be able to speak to people. You have to be able to, look at people. So I think that helped. So then they talked about that I applied for a Miss America pageant. I would like them to tell me more details about that, because they claim to know everything. So let them talk about that. What else?